What's going on, everyone? This is day 4 of scary, spooky month for the guys of the Boys Mr. Knoxville channel. We got Nuke's top 5 type of scary videos. Scary videos that will scare the heck out of you. Scale skull, not that. But yeah. Scale and skull, so something on much. Alright. This is pre-recorded. As you see, the last video, day 3, it was like the 25th. Today's 27th. I took a day break. And all that. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get into this.
Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where
like
actual autopsies are often performed. One night, when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
The hat man. Oh, hell no.
What in the actual hell? There's literally...
Now, Hunter says that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having strangers standing on his doorstep is a common problem. But it's usually easily solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But I've been in that situation multiple times and I just didn't think anything about it.
Now, Hunter has even tried to debunk his own video to figure out exactly what he could have saw at his door that night. But it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that he has lived in the house for 2 years, but he has never experienced anything like this. So just who or what did he see at his door?
The Shadow Hat Man.
Next up,
I'm
a woman was recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights. But when she reviews her clip, she notices that she accidentally caught something that is downright creepy.
The hell was that?
Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool, passing right through the woman's daughter. So are these figures just a trick of the light? Or did these people capture real evidence of the supernatural? A little visit. Our top 5 viewer Jose Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly bizarre.
Excuse me. Okay, where am I looking at?
Some little figure that seems to be walking on two legs moves under the stairs. Then, as a woman passes by, it seems to press itself up against the wall to avoid her attention.
It might be an animal, but not Willy Wonka.
And disappears out
of
sight.
People got out.
Weirdly, whatever this is almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe. Now, Jose believes that the security cam caught a duende, a mischievous creature from Spanish and Latin American folklore that is said to be similar to a gnome or leprechaun. But let me know what you think this is. Through the eyes of a child, a young woman named Kyla says that she once saw a ghost when she was only 3 years old. Grant is filming her at the table, and suddenly this happens.
As you see, I did not know. Just the lining of weapons.
Don't come in here. Okay, stay in there.
What?
Stay in there in the library. Don't come in here.
She's a child too, which means she probably could see shit as well.
I won't let you anymore. I'm not gonna get.
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Who you talking to?
I don't want to no.
Huh?
I don't like that one.
Well, who? You don't like who? What, baby? Like what?
Okay, guys.
It's now 15 years later and Kyla is 18. She says she has very little memory of this specific incident.
So basically, me and my aunt, I was at my aunt's house. My grandma lived down the street, and I guess my mom was at work. We were just eating potato soup, and I guess I saw something or someone on the stairs, and I was like, don't you come in here. And they just kept getting closer to me, and you could see that I'm looking that way. And I'm just like, you know, because it's coming at me, and I'm like, get away.
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Now we go to Wichita, Kansas, where Newstar 5 viewer Dallas Clark says that she's worried that her home might be haunted after her Ring camera captures a very strange conversation. You see, her young son seems to be having an argument with someone. But the problem is, he's in his room, all alone.
Won't talk? You don't talk to me. Wait, Ghostman. Ghostman. Ghostman, you say yes. Your eyes stupid. You don't like you.
Oh.
Anywhere.
They tripping out. Told thing was you push.
You want to talk to me, Ghost?
I just thought he said fuck off.
Uh-huh. You want to talk? You want to talk, Ghost? You want to talk to me?
I would say, I have my kids in the future. I'll take cables off my hands.
Quiet. Now.
But if I had a kid, when I have a kid in the future, I look on the cameras and see that. We're packing up.
The toddler seems to be speaking to an invisible entity that he has named, quote, Ghostman. The boy even goes so far as to threaten to beat up Ghostman.
I'm gonna beat you up.
That's funny.
If you don't be quiet.
824, there you go. You're top one.
The little boy even yells for the ghost to leave.
Go. Ghost.
Dallas says that her son still speaks to, quote, Ghostman, and that she has captured other spooky disturbances all around her home. Another family in Houston, Texas has a similar strange experience with their 1-year-old daughter. One evening, Tiffany Matthews notices that her little girl is looking at something in their kitchen, and that's when things get really weird.
You know this shit is real. You got these kids, especially this age, because this age they have like this imaginary friend and all that, and this also it's not. It might be imaginary friend to like all eyes. But they could be talking to a ghost, a nice ghost, or a satanic demon.
She is really answer acting. Oh my goodness.
This one, this could be flamingos, but it's unalienable.
Oh my goodness.
A pan drop, which means
little 1-year-old Trinity can be seen happily reacting to something her family just can't see. The child's mother believes that whatever this is can't be anything malicious. She thinks that her daughter is probably playing with the loving spirit of her grandmother. So do you think this is all just a child's overactive imagination? Or just what are these young children seeing? You decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Ghost hunts gone wrong. In this next video, a ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe.
oh my god, I got chills on my spine.
The mirror on the wardrobe burst outward, sending sharp shards of glass flying towards Alex, barely missing him. But there's something even weirder here. Because, did you see it? Some bizarre shadow figure comes flying right out of the mirror and darts across the room so fast that Alex doesn't even notice.
I didn't even notice
He checks the inside of the wardrobe, but there's
I was just too
there.
shocked of a
Mark
milk
Sebastian is staying at the infamous Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel is said to be one of the most haunted hotels in North America, and is most famously known as the inspiration for the Stephen King book and subsequent movie, The Shining.
Yeah.
Turns out that the hotel does live up to its spooky reputation. As Mark is filming the outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
Boy.
I'm not kidding, I just saw someone move in that window. Look in this window, right here.
I'm about to say, in what window?
Shh, you hear that?
A dark figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows. But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible to the public.
This is the room where I saw something.
Maybe a janitor?
Even the hotel staff can't explain Mark's strange, ghostly capture, as no member of the staff patrols that room, and it's not open to hotel guests.
I'll tell you what.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that.
Why is that $2,000?
Okay,
I will try to go to this hotel.
Okay. I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room.
You will have to give me 2,000 subscribers.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadowman show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
So just who or what did Mark see? Let me know what you think.
It could be real, it could be
This
fake.
next clip was sent to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Zach S.
demon.
He says that just after
Or could be a
midnight, he and his
co-worker
friend
that's-
Brandon were exploring a
I was
tunnel in
talking about,
Sheets Ferry, Pennsylvania,
but-
that locals claim is extremely haunted. As the guys look around, something happens that chills them to their core.
Thanks God. The hell is that? Is that them?
What is that? I hear it sounds like boots, like wet boots walking over here. Where I heard that too.
I was just want to know, is that fake? Or, and it could be like a channel, co-worker, or it's actual.
Male grunting. Saying what
Yeah.
The two guys hear what sounds like a person moving in the tunnel, which kind of freaks them out. But as they go to check it out, they hear what almost sounds like a loud wailing moan from somewhere very close by. This sends the guys screaming back to their car in absolute terror.
I will spew off the damn smoke and dust.
So did Zach and Brandon hear a ghost tromping around and whooping it up? Well, you decide. Caught on camera. Now, I don't usually feature scary photos on the channel because they're just too easy to fake. But I found these pictures especially interesting just because they're so strange and seem much harder to manipulate. Now, first up, some women were on a girls' trip to celebrate one of the women's birthdays. There were no husbands or boyfriends and no children in attendance. So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone and captured this.
Okay, so it's all women. Look, if you're going on a camping trip, and what am I looking at? No.
On the right side of the picture, a small boy who seems to be absolutely colorless appears over the women's shoulders. Now, if you don't know, an iPhone live photo captures a few frames before the photo and a few frames after. And if you look closely, this little pale gray boy actually seems to be moving. The women say that they have no idea who this boy could be, as there were absolutely no children around anywhere. Next up, a young woman named Tegan is taking a picture with her boyfriend.
All the future.
But later when she prints the photo out, she notices something very odd in the background.
If you all go into the woods alone with no male, what the hell is that?
A very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes
if you're in
can
the
be
woods
seen watching
alone,
them.
you will at least have to have a male or at least something to protect you, because this generation, there's a lot of psychos in the woods nowadays.
Destination unknown. Now, this story is about a different kind of scare, one that you might not take seriously, but maybe you should. Back in 2003, the movie Final Destination 2 was released, and it featured this classic horror scene involving a log truck.
Final Destination 1 through 6 has given me so much PTSD. Every time I drive by a hospital, I just have that one image. That's all I'm talking about. Oh.
Now, this movie scene became so iconic that when the new Final Destination movie was released earlier this year, the movie studio actually put ads on log trucks.
Oh God.
Now, the Final Destination 2 log truck scene pretty much influenced the driving habits of a whole generation.
And this is what Final Destination did to the millennials. Look.
Nobody's behind that truck. Not one car in the lane.
But some people didn't see Final Destination 2. Or maybe they just didn't take it seriously.
This guy has never watched Final Destination 2. Because why are we following this jam?
Tori, every single millennial is terrified, and you have, oh my gosh, we're cruising behind the lumber truck.
They have to strap those down.
Oh, I bet they said that in the movie too.
But here's what makes the Final Destination log truck scene especially creepy, because sometimes it actually happens.
Arriving behind the Final Destination truck, keeping our distance.
I'm sorry.
They're gonna lose it. Swear to God, they're gonna lose the log. Happening! It's happening! It's happening! Oh my God, I have my camera out. Oh my God!
And if you're saying, yeah, well, that's not like the movie, the log just fell off the side, even though the driver weirdly just kept going. But no, as I said before, this has actually happened.
Yeah. I remember seeing this video on Twitter. Twitter/X.
So, is it scary or just a public service message?
How about PTSD?
Either way, just do not drive behind a log truck. Thank you. The devil down below. A guy named Kyle Anthony says that lately he has been hearing strange sounds around his house. oddly enough, he says that the sounds are coming from beneath his house, in the house's crawl space. He sets up a camera down there to see what's going on. What he captures makes his blood run cold.
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
What the fuck is that?
Kyle's camera captures what looks like a person or something hiding in the tiny crawl space underneath his house. Thinking it might be some strange person actually living underneath his home, he goes into his house's crawl space to check it out.
Why would you go?
I can't sleep.
And it's like 4 a.m. too, boy. You would be about to see the fucking devil himself.
There's a security camera.
Yo, this is...
I don't know what I saw. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this target is.
Or it was actual demon inside his house, or it was a homeless person.
I don't see anything. I don't see any signs of life. I don't see any signs of afterlife. I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Yeah. Kyle investigates and even crawls his way into the space underneath his house. But there's just no one there. So what do you think this is? Let me know. Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house.
I'm sorry. If I am watching Star Wars, Clone Wars, now I go. I'm going to turn the light on, and there's a dog. Dog defend me. And I see my granny. Like that. Okay, that's those electronic vacuum make sure what's called. But if I see my granny right there, best believe my ass walking out that window. I said window. If the door was right next door, I'm going for the window, but I'm taking the door. I'm getting out. I'm getting a hotel. And this bitch starts splitting. I'm gonna stop it. Oh my god.
Nick's grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason. Then the roaming Roomba seems to randomly start and stop, as if it's sensing something right in front of it. But there's nothing there. And finally, something falls from the top of the fridge. Now, as for the randomly stopping Roomba, Nick later shows that the little Roomba is functioning normally, and usually only does this when it is about to collide with something, like a person standing in front of it.
Can you try to step in front of that? And so it just does that. Move away. So, that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it.
And so in the video, we also see something fall. Well, Nick also explains this, and it's a little creepy.
One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines. You see how far back they are. Genuinely. I mean,
so this one was
the significance of an angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
Nick says that now both of his grandmother's dogs have become absolutely petrified of the kitchen. He says that both dogs sit and stare at the kitchen every night and often just refuse to enter that room.
I was watching my show and
maybe a fallen angel?
nothing there.
But then things get even creepier. Because one night, the Roomba at Nick's grandmother's house again just starts to act very strange.
I'm sorry, but I'm leaving that light on.
Whoa.
I swear I see something.
Whoa.
Yes, go for that. Oh, fuck no.
Yo.
Oh, hell no. There's a demon in that. I see that bitch's smile. I'm getting goosebumps right now. What the fuck? Why are you just standing there? Leave. But so where the fuck did it go?
Jesus!
Now, the Roomba following Nick around and crashing down the stairs is odd enough. Because, well, they're just not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But the Roomba flipping over on its own has absolutely no explanation.
Thank you,
Nick
Nuke
says
Sop
that his grandmother
25.
found the Roomba in the living room and placed it back in the kitchen. He says
Thank
that since this, the
I will
Roomba
never get one of
has
these ever
just
again.
not moved again.
I didn't have one in the first place,
having a
but
full charge.
I'm
But
not.
he does say
I'm
that
not
his
getting
grandma's two dogs are still
Not
scared
in
of
the
the
future.
device and often just stare at it.
That
End
not
of the
give me
road.
PTSD.
Sam Rossi is an independent truck driver in Southeast Asia. He regularly posts his experiences and adventures as he drives his truck across the countryside of Indonesia. Late one
Okay.
night, Sam is driving his truck along a long, lonely stretch of road that locals claim is haunted by a dark spirit. Just after he crosses a bridge in the middle of nowhere, his truck suddenly breaks down.
Ya bener, bener sampean, Apa jenenge? Tibake mesinku sing keder. Oh, wis tak servis.
So this stops working.
Oh, hawane.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Aku saiki ngomong yo, mambune moro-moro mambune gak enak lur.
Okay, it smells well.
Sapa iku? Sapa?
But why won't you call someone?
Ambu amis lur yo. Ayo. Sapa?
You know what's crazy? I would.
Tuk, sapa iki? Welot. Welot.
That bitch was floating. But as I said, I live in
Sam smells
Tennessee.
something horrible and peers under his truck, only to see someone's bare feet that seem to be floating just above the pavement on the other side. But when he checks, there's no one there. After this spooky encounter and with his truck stalled on the road, Sam decides to get out of there and go find some help.
About that shit, but
scary videos. Now these are videos that kind of fit this scary genre, but
Hangman
they're kind of goofy or funny.
I was actually playing Hangman.
Goofy. Anyway, you decide. First up, a man spots something terrifying peering at him from the corner of his door frame.
That was a certain oil. Sneeze. I'm over Tennessee, which means we have those kind of glitches. Oh my god.
And then it was just his cat. But how did it get up there? Was it something supernatural? Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't anything supernatural.
Sorry. If my
Next, we move
pet
on
did
to something
this,
really scary that actually
you
makes
won't be
its
my
way
pet.
inside the door. The result is truly disturbing.
I'm gonna cry. Mama,
Is that a roach?
I'm gonna cry.
Some say that this unfortunate woman never made it out of that room. And then some say she just stepped on that roach.
Okay, so it
Continuing
was.
on. Sometimes we hear about strange things that are said to be the result of paranormal activity. But we only have the story and experience of the person who witnessed it.
Top
Case
5
in point.
videos are about animals. The hell? Yeah, Nuke's top 5. Last video I read to was about animals at number 1. And this one as well. What is up with that? You just don't have any more video audios? Footage?
Afterwards, this very scared guy watched the CCTV, and he felt like an idiot, I would assume. Now, finally, if you believe in strange creatures and cryptids, well, the road maintenance crew in Australia is right there with you.
Hang on a goddamn minute.
I've seen this viral clip. Jurassic World.
There's a fucking what in 40 kilometers?
A Jurassic Kangaroo. Jurassic World.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully, I'll see you back again next time.
I'm gonna cry.
Alright. That's done. I don't know what's up with Nuke's top 5 lately at the very end. Shows like random clips and all that. I don't know if this running out they ran out clips, or they just need a minute extra long. But I don't know what it is. But make sure to subscribe button, hit the like button, and the link down below for this video is also in the description as well. But I'll see you guys next time.